Are fighting game box arts trash compared to basically other genres, right? You know, platformers, Souls-like games, you know, Metroidvania type games, right? Indie games, stuff like that. The reason I bring this up was because of the Street Fighter 6 box art. Now, you would think, well, yeah, you know, it's Street Fighter, it makes sense, you know. My coffee! So, you would think, oh, it's Street Fighter. Yeah, no, obviously it's gonna be Ryu on there. Maybe Ken somewhere, maybe Akuma? You know, maybe Chun-Li? Right, but for sure it's gonna have Ryu, because Ryu's been the face of Street Fighter for 3 decades. What if I told you no? What if I told you this is the box art? Fucking Luke. Who is this? Why does Luke look like a Karen? This is a terrible box art. If I looked at this, and mind you, I have actually just bought in games off the box art alone, right? Especially back in the day. You know, when I was a teenager, right? We didn't have as much media access or whatever. We kind of just had to look at box arts and then rent the game from Blockbuster. I used to be heavily judged based on box art. Right? First impressions matter. And if I see this carrot ass looking dude, I would not buy the game. I would not. You know, I think box art is very important, especially for first impressions, right? So you have this box art of Luke, and I get it. They want Luke to be the new main character, but at the very least, they ease you into it, right? You know, somebody that has a bad habit, let's say, you know, an alcoholic, right? They don't go cold turkey. They slowly ease up on their drinking, right? Going cold turkey is very hard, and you have terrible withdrawal symptoms. So you could have done that here, and you would have had Ryu versus Luke, and then, I don't know, Super Street Fighter EX Arcade Edition, Game of the Year Edition, Golden Deluxe, Persona Royale EX expansion pack could have just been a picture of Luke, right? You would be like, okay, you've eased people into the idea of Luke being on the cover art. Now Luke is the cover art. But no, they're just like, nah, fuck that. Ryu who? So, you know, you just go through the tweet, right? And even the voice actor of Luke got in on this joke, right? Which is pretty funny. This cracked me up. Even the voice actor made a joke about the cover art. See, this would have been great. This would have been this cover art's way better. Oh man, this is way better. Look at that. It's perfect. I could understand why the conversation of box art is in here, right? A lot of people just don't like it, and they're comparing it to other box art. Yeah, people are just giving their reasons, right? Hate that Luke's on the front, hate the expression, don't like that it's rendered and not pretty art, you know. My take on the Street Fighter 6 cover art debate is, it's just Ryu 6 times. Yeah, this would have been, imagine they put this Ryu on the box art instead, dude. This would have been hard as fuck. Okay, not 6 Ryus, but just one big Ryu. That would have been way cooler than, you know, look at this. This is a good box art, right? You have 2 of the poster boys throwing hands in CVS. So yeah, there's a lot of controversy going on with this. So I started looking at other box art, right? I was like, okay, this makes sense. This is an okay, fair box art, right? It's just both sides in a versus game throwing hands. Okay, terrible box art, but this was back in the Super Nintendo days, so you know they're kind of trying to find the ground for Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 4. It's alright. It's not bad. You know, you have Ryu, right? You have the iconic characters on the front, and then Juri, who's now an iconic character. But people didn't expect that back in Street Fighter 4, you know? Yo, Death Jab's box art is sick. I ain't gonna front. This box art is tight, bro. My man got NY in his hands. I don't even know who this is supposed to be. This is a good-ass box art, dude, for a fighting game. That's like good-ass box art, man. So yeah, fighting game box arts have always been mid. This box art looks terrible. And it's not so much what they're doing, it's how they look. So the KOF 14 box art is terrible just based off of the art style and how the characters look. As a general box art, it's okay. JoJo's box art is pretty standard. It's just Jotaro doing yada yada, you know. Good grief. Oh yeah, it has all the JoJos on him. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I didn't even see that. So yeah, some are pretty good. Some are pretty whack. Strive's box art is... it's okay, you just have the poster put. I was like, okay, let's look at other box arts, right? And you know... for the context of the game, I think these are perfect. Not probably, okay, maybe not perfect, but they're way better in the context of their game, right? Of their genre. I feel like they hit the nail pretty well. And then, yeah, let's move on. I was even looking at the Yakuza box art, right? And again, in the context of the game, right? And just the genre alone, it's pretty good. You have the protagonist, and you have the antagonist, right? The other main characters in the back. You know, Kiryu's lived a hard life. You go here, Kiryu. You have to understand the game a little bit, right? If I was looking at this box art alone, I probably wouldn't buy the game. But off of Yakuza 0, I probably would. I mean, I played Yakuza 0. This game's fantastic. 10 out of 10 video game, dude. This is actual peak fiction. If you haven't played 0, please go play the game. Do yourself a favor. Go have to sidebar this, dude. Go play the game. It's 10 out of 10 video game. I'm not even joking. You could kind of see them finding themselves and what direction they want to go. Even though they've kind of changed the direction of Yakuza from a real-time fighting game to more RPG elements outside of Lost Judgment. Majora's Mask 3DS box art goated. Yeah, right. This is a good ass box art right here. This is great. This is phenomenal, you know? We don't really get this too much with fighting games. Even the regular box art is okay. It's not the greatest, but for the time it was definitely solid. Anyways, moving on. I was even looking at the Mario games, right? And even back to the Super Nintendo days. This is a nice, heartwarming box art. Look at Bowser's in absolute shambles. Look at the expression, the personality in each character, right? Each character portrays something different, but at the end of the day, it looks fun. Odyssey, love it. It shows the different worlds. It shows Mario in different outfits, right? Here he is as like an explorer, some Indiana Jones shit. Gordon Ramsay back here. He's just some Italian dude in New York, right? Personality, expression, it's great. Love it. Even the older ones, right, that are pretty just vanilla, you know, pretty standard. Yeah, even back in the Super Nintendo days, the box arts were pretty solid, right? This Super Mario All-Stars is showing all the different types of games on it, all the different characters you could be, the Tanuki outfit, right, the frog outfit. It's great. Even Super Mario 64's box art is great. Shows you that there's a cap that you can fly with. Shows the castle in the back, right? I don't know, man. I just think that fighting game box arts they're very hit or miss. Very hit or miss. Look at Mario Maker box art. This is great. They got construction helmets on. They're just doing random stuff, showing that you can build your own courses. You got this Goomba about to die. Oh my god. And speaking of box art, there's also the thing West versus East. Yeah, I think Kirby's a great example of that, right? I'm glad you brought that up. Kirby box art comparison. So, for some reason, stateside, they make characters look pissed. So yeah, so the Japan box art, Kirby's happy, and then the Western box art, US of A, Kirby's pissed as fuck. Kirby's angry, dude. I don't know why they do this. I guess they think we're just angry all the time. Even here, right? USA, Kirby mad. Japan, Kirby just chilling. Now look at EU. Oh, does EU even have anything? Oh, that's pretty good. Is that the chainsaw guy? That's pretty good. Ah, you know what? I still think this box art's fine. Yeah, it's not as good as this one, in my opinion. I think this box art is great, but I don't think this box art is bad in any capacity. I think this is fine. This definitely conveys more horror as opposed to how this conveys just there's a lot of shit happening. Lucy, I'm glad you're here. As an artist, how does the Street Fighter 6 box art make you feel? You look at this box art, what do you think? But here's the thing, even with fighting games, just the differences in box arts aren't all that great. It's better with Street Fighter 6 due to the fact that you actually have recognizable characters, right? It's from Japan, right? These are the Japanese box arts. America, get fucked, nerd. You like Karen, we give you Karen. We give you white boy Karen, dude. Is that racist? Is that racist that they gave us the white boy on the cover that looks like a Karen? I don't know, man. You be the judge. But Japan doesn't know what we want, bro. Why would we want Luke on the cover when everything else is better? The pink, blue, nice. You mean Jury? It's not as bad, but the big thing on it too, Chrome, is that people don't know who Luke is. You could be like, oh, that's Guile. Oh, that's Chun-Li, right? More people know Jury now. Jamie though. Jamie's still a miss for me. Jamie's box art looks better, but it's still a miss for me, right? Guile, Chun-Li, perfectly fine. Jury, better. She's not as recognizable as Guile, Chun-Li, or Ryu, or Ken. That's what I said, Vegito. You should have had Ryu and Ken on the box art, so you could ease people into, hey, this is new character. So even Sonic box art, right? Even just back in the day, dude. This is so long ago. This perfectly encapsulates what Sonic is. Sonic, a little hedgehog pisses off bald fat man, right? Nothing too complicated at all. The job for this Sonic 2 cover art is nuts. Eggman in the back pisses fuck. What is this? This could have been better box art. Yeah, sure, definitely. I forgot I had this. I would take this box. This box art is acceptable. I don't know. That's just my opinion on fighting game box art. I think they have a long way to go to catch up. Even this is sick. This is an iconic image right here. This has been memed. This was a viral meme where a bunch of people just made their OC and other characters into this. It was the deformity and very disturbing. But also, this game was goated. I just think fighting games have to catch up. And this isn't to say that fighting games don't have banger cover arts, right? Like, can we count? All right, I have a question for you. Can we count special edition type box arts? Is that viable, or do we just do the regular game? Because if I remember correctly, I think Marvel 3 had some special box art that was pretty sick. Or I think it gave you 2 box art options. So this is the box art that was publicly displayed, right? This is like the one that everybody knows. But I think if you flipped it inside out, you would get this box art. And I think this is better. Don't get me wrong, this one's good, but I think this one's better. Oh, this is gangster. This is tight. This is good. You can't even tell it's a fighting game, but this is good. You prefer this one? That's fair. I prefer this one. I like this one more. This one's good too, though. Don't get me wrong. It definitely has a lot of strong suits to it, especially with Ghost Rider. I think Ghost Rider really makes this box art right here. I don't know why he's so prevalent here, but like, he sucks. Opted 2 is very messy. It makes the logo hard to see. I don't think so, but you're an artist, so I have to take your word for it. I guess it's just my own personal bias. You know, as someone who saw this box art every day, I got sick of it. I think there was another box art that the game had. Yeah, here we go. This was another box art the game had. So yeah, that's why I'm asking, can we count, like special box art? Yeah, can you count limited edition pieces of work in the debate? Whose forehead? What, you mean Frank? That's Frank West! That's the boy Frank! There, you got Wesker in the back, Thor, Phoenix. I think that's Chris. Who is that all the way in the back? I can't tell. You got MODOK, Amy, Iron Man. Yeah, this one's really good. I really like this one. I don't remember when this was printed or what version of the game it was, but this was not the original box art. Anyways, point being is, I think fighting game box arts have gotten better over time, but still have a long way to go to convey what makes fighting games so great, right? But then at the same time, everything's becoming digital, so does this really matter? I don't know. You be the judge. You let me know in the comments below, right? You let me know in Twitch chat, dude, because like this is all, everything's becoming digital anyway. You know, people aren't really buying physical copies anymore. You know, the small majority are, sure, but majority are just buying it online, right? You tell me. You tell me.